Today we're diving into a game that's more lit than the Mount Doom itself, Middle-earth, Shadow of War. With all this Rings of Power hype, it's time to revisit this absolute banger of a game that's still flexing on the competition in 2024.
I know why you want to kill me! Revenge! Revenge for sword!
Shadow of War dropped back in 2017, but this game is aging like fine elvish wine. It's the sequel to Shadow of Mordor, and boy, did they level up? First off, let's talk about our main character, Talion.
A wife
This is beautiful.
and a son. And I buried them along with everyone I even knew.
This dude's got more issues than a teenage Tumblr blog, but in the best way possible. He's basically two souls in one body, a human ranger and an elf lord. Talk about an identity crisis. But together, they're like the Batman of Middle-earth, if Batman could also mind control his enemies. Spoiler alert, he can't, and that's why Shadow of War is cooler. Now, let's get into why this game is still a whole mood in 2024. 1. The Nemesis System. This isn't just a game mechanic, it's a whole vibe. Imagine if the NPCs in other games actually remembered you. In Shadow of War, that orc you humiliated last week? He's coming back with a vengeance and a sick new scar. It's like high school drama, but with more decapitations.
Is that surprise I see on your face? Did you really think you killed me? Don't make me laugh. It may tear my stitches.
2. Open world shenanigans. This map is more open than your DMs after posting a thirst trap. You can parkour across Mordor like it's a giant skate park, surf on Caragors, ride dragons, or just Naruto run across the landscape. The choice is yours, and it's all epic. 3. Build Army Workshop. Remember when you were a kid and you wanted to have your own army? Well, grow up, cause now you can. Mind control orcs, build your squad, and watch them bicker like a reality TV show. It's like The Bachelor, but instead of roses, you're handing out rings of power.
You serve the bright Lord! Kneel! Abandon your master and serve me!
4. Boss fights that slap. These aren't your grandpa's boss fights. Each one feels like the final boss, and they keep coming. It's like if Dark Souls and Lord of the Rings had a baby, and that baby was really angry. 5. A story deeper than your existential crisis. While the Rings of Power is doing its thing on TV, Shadow of War's been spinning a yarn wilder than Gandalf's beard. It's got betrayal, redemption, and more plot twists than an M. Night Shyamalan movie marathon. 6. Graphics that still wow. Even in 2024, this game looks fresher than your new haircut. The environments are so detailed, you'll feel like you need to wash orc blood off your screen. But here's the real tea: Shadow of War walked so games like Elden Ring could run. That Nemesis System? It walked so Watch Dogs Legions could run. The open world chaos? It walked so Breath of the Wild could run. This game was living in 2023, while everyone else was stuck in 2017. And let's talk about replayability. This game's got more angles than a dodecahedron. Each playthrough is as unique as your Spotify Wrapped. Your nemesis could be Horza the Maniac in one game, and Mako Earthsalter in another. It's like having a procedurally generated soap opera, but with more dismemberment.
Get up, man filth. I want a victory, not a mercy killing.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but isn't this game old news? In the words of the wise Gandalf, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. And I'm telling you, spending that time in Shadow of War is a bigger brain move than using the eagles to fly the ring to Mordor. So, why should you play this in 2024? Because while everyone's out there chasing the next big thing, you could be experiencing a game that's still running circles around the competition. It's like discovering that one vintage band that makes all the new music sound like elevator tunes. Plus, with all this Rings of Power hype, playing Shadow of War is like being the cool kid who read the books before watching the show. You'll be dropping Middle-earth knowledge like Gimli drops sick burns on Legolas. To wrap this up faster than Frodo putting on the ring when he sees his ex, here's the deal. Middle-earth, Shadow of War isn't just a game. It's a whole adventure. It's got more content than your TikTok feed, more depth than your favorite lo-fi playlist, and it's more addictive than whatever new social media app the kids are using these days. So what are you waiting for? Grab Shadow of War and experience what it's like to be the main character in your own Lord of the Rings story. Trust me, it's more fun than trying to explain the Silmarillion to your friends. If you enjoyed this blast from the recent past, smash that like button. Subscribe for more hot takes on games that deserve your attention. And hey, comment below with what kind of orc you'd be. I'm thinking Thrak the Chronically Online for me. This is Wordsmith Gaming, signing off. Stay legendary, stay gaming, and remember, not all those who wander are lost, but if you're wandering in Shadow of War, you're exactly where you need to be.